The official numbers for UK are out, and the government of UK is finally telling us that they have been almost doubling the number of work permits that have been issued to foreigners. Yes, that is right. In 2022, the work visas were at 267k, which was 267,000, and it was more than 95% of what was issued 2 years ago. In fact, just from 2021 to 2022, there was a 64% increase in the number of work permits. And I'm sure at this point you're already saying, come on, Nidhi, that's not true. You're not talking sense. Nobody in the UK is offering work visa sponsorship. Well, my friend, hold your horses because you might not actually be correct. How do I know this? Well, 3 ways. 1, I can track the government data. I'll drop the link down below in the description box if you want to read about it. I also have a UK Masterclass and I've seen about 70% or more in terms of success rate. You can go and check out the success stories on my highlights. I have it on my profile. So many people have been able to move. So clearly this is happening. So if it's happening to others, why is it not happening to you? Well, there are multiple pathways through which you should actually be doing job applications. And in today's video, I'm going to be sharing one such hack. This is a very, very underrated hack. A lot of people don't use this particular hack. And obviously there are ways to even use the hacks. I'm going to share all that info with you. Before I move any further, please make sure you hit the subscribe button down below and click on the bell icon because come on, yeah, all this info is free and I keep sharing gems like these ever so often on this channel. Alright, so let's start. First of all, head to any browser of your choice. I'll go to mine and here you want to go ahead and just type DWP UK, just like you see on the screen. Also, you want to go ahead and if you want to be specific, just type DWP UK jobs. The first link that you see, this is the one that you want to go ahead and click on. This is find a job in the UK. Currently, as you can see, as I'm doing this with you, it has about 181,000 jobs, more than that actually, and you can see that these jobs are all over the UK. Also, this is actually a job portal that the UK government runs. It's for foreigners, but it's also for people who are living in the UK as well, who don't need any kind of sponsorship. So it's definitely something to consider if you've been looking for UK. Now, obviously, like I mentioned, this is just one of the resources. There are more than 100 odd resources out there. We've personally shared so many of them in our masterclass. So keep in mind that this is not the only resource that you should be using. You must be using a variety of different resources to get to optimum success. But for now, let's focus on this particular resource. So you can see there are more than 181k jobs. I'm going to go into the search bar and I'm going to type visa sponsorship here. And you also want to delete UK because that kind of does nothing in my opinion. And we come up to 1,382 jobs which have visa sponsorships. Now I want you to notice and focus on 2 very important aspects. When we put something like that, this is a keyword filter. This is exactly what you kind of do on Google and that's how results come up. So this means that this will filter out any job opportunity that has visa sponsorship written in it, whether they've written we don't give visa sponsorship or they've written we give visa sponsorship. Both those kind of roles will come up. Now, the first thing you want to go do is sign in and create email alerts. You can create email alerts for this kind of a filter, and that way every day when you open your email, if there's an email, if you get 5 or 6 jobs that have visa sponsorship in their job description, you can easily go and check if it's available, if it's not available, and take a call from that. So the first thing that I see is MEP Planner. Clearly this is open for visa sponsorship. And you can see the salary is about 50 to 60,000 pounds per year. They're looking for people and somebody who's involved in planning and can work with a wide range of sectors, but mostly construction based. So this is something that would be optimal for somebody like an engineer. And you can see the benefits: skilled worker visa sponsorship, assistance with accommodation, they'll also help you with that. They also have a salary death cover, they have sick pay, employee discounts, gym discount, cycle to work scheme, pension enrollment, and training and development opportunities. So clearly a lot that is available. And then they also have, in terms of requirements, they're looking for somebody who is a civil engineer or somebody who is in construction management. There are a couple of skills and experiences that they need, and then obviously you need proof of English proficiency test if you are somebody who's applying from outside of the UK. You don't really need this test if you've gotten a college degree in English. That's been your medium of education. There's a different process for that. Let me know if you want me to cover that. but this is what the job description hereby states. So you can see they've clearly mentioned that the visa sponsorship is available. Now we'll go and look at somewhere where the visa sponsorship is not available. Oh, and before I move on to that, I do want to show you guys that this one has extremely well segregated fields on the left side that you can use. So like you can see different categories, you can see security, teaching, accounting and finance. So let's go and click on that. Here you go, let's go on customer service, personal banker. My guess is this will not have visa sponsorship, but let's see. So you see what you need, the skills you need, blah, 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 hours, and there you go. Salary is about £23,400. And you can see, as I had clearly guessed before this role is not eligible for work visa sponsorship. So applicants must have an alternative form of right to work in the UK. So as you can see, the filter picks up visa sponsorship wherever it's mentioned. And that's why it's important that you kind of filter the right way and look for the right kinds of roles. Let's go and see if there's anything that's available for sponsorship in finance. Seems like everything is personal banking. All right, so I finally came across an opportunity that's open for somebody who's a transfer pricing manager. And you can see the salary is about £43,000 to £55,000. The benefits are additional, and you can see right here they mention global relocators with strong English written and spoken skills will be considered, and sponsorship for working visas will be provided. That, in my opinion, is just amazing, and it's an amazing opportunity. So if you're in finance, something to definitely consider. Now, I did finance because I do have some sort of comfort with the field itself, but you can go ahead and scan through and then see what kind of roles come up. You can also see where in the UK you want to be. It will show you posting date. It can also show you salary range if that's what you're interested in. Keep in mind that visa sponsorships only happen for over £30,000. So if you're looking at anything that's £20,000, might not be open for sponsorship. And then obviously there's different fields that you can look at, and totally something that I would sign up for if UK is of interest to you. There's also contract types. So obviously you guys must have guessed visa sponsorships typically happen for the permanent role. So I would say if you're looking for a visa sponsorship, only go for the permanent ones. So that was the visa sponsorship bit. Now I'm sure you're like, oh my God, just 1,300 jobs? And what if even half of them don't offer sponsorship? Is it only like 600-700 jobs that are up for sponsorship? Well, that's not true, because I have obviously done a filter, and you might want to take the filter off and then go and look for jobs. I go hit and then search, and then I see about 181,639 jobs. I'll again go on to doing some accounting and finance again. Please don't ask me why, I'm very biased. So like I said, I would go on and only look at permanent roles. So let's go ahead and do permanent. Here you go, about 5,900 jobs. And then obviously something that would be above £30,000 so that they can be open to sponsorship. So our minimum salary range would become £30,000. Now let's go ahead and apply the filter. So just in accounting and finance, you can see I came up to 1,300 jobs. These meet the criteria for sponsorship, meaning that they would be more open to sponsoring you a visa. Let's go and look at this one. This one's based in financial advisor. It's about 100 to 200K per year. A lot of amazing stuff that is being provided here that I would totally apply for. Also, let's look at Senior Accounts Associate. I think this is also a good one to apply for. Of course, there are two ways to use this. Again, the SME controller, financial controller that's there. Good opportunity because, again, decent salary, very competitive. And then obviously there are benefits that come into play as well. So you can see that there is a wide variety of roles that are available. There's also visa sponsorship. You can use that filter, but you can also take away from that filter, not use it, and still see roles that can potentially be up for sponsorship. A few things that you should totally be aware of and not doing is don't apply without an updated LinkedIn profile. If you need any help, please make sure you go and see my LinkedIn Masterclass. You will get a lot of info. Trust me, that session has been taken by so many people and we've had some rave reviews. It's going to change the way you look at LinkedIn in general. So please make sure you go and do that. Please make sure that you are not just sending your resumes over to people who are hiring. Complete no-no. Don't send people emails and messages with your resumes. Nobody's going to look through it. Please be very specific about presenting your profile the right way. again, I have something on that as well. Maybe I'll leave a couple of links down in the description box for you guys to go check it out, that kind of thing. And also the last thing to do is to not fall for any scams. If somebody's asking you for money to get you a visa, or somebody's saying that, oh, you got a job offer, but you need to apply for your own visa and you pay us money and we go and get it for you, that's not something that would work. If they're saying that you should apply for your own visa and you do not want to pay anyone, you'll do everything on your own and you'll reach there. And then gauge their response. If they're okay, then yes, it's not a scam. But if they're not okay, then it's totally a scam. So don't fall for any scammy activities out there, because there are, trust me, a lot of scams running around and flying around. Obviously, if you have any questions, please make sure you send me a note on Instagram. You can also comment below with your concerns, in any questions, anything that you'd want to know. Like I said, there are over 100 resources that are pretty good for UK. This was only one of them. So if you're just applying through this, keep in mind that putting all your eggs in one basket won't work. Keep exploring, keep networking. That's the only way for success. On that note, this video has come to an end. I hope you found something informative, something interesting from this video. If you did, then please don't forget to hit the like button down below and let me know in the comments. I promise to see you in the next video. Until then, you take care, stay well. Namaste.